Yeah. Your life hits hard, but I hit right back. I never back down, I keep it on track. It's the same day with no problems. I keep rising from the bottom. Cause when the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear that sound. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Yes, every day was a war. Yeah, it kinda took a while. When they tell me I should stay, I just jump with a smile. Yeah, it's hard until you notice. Everybody's got their moment. When the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear the sound. Listen up. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Do you feel a little down? Say it. No problems. Let you in but you out. Sing it. No problems. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. And none I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems.
If you wanna be my love, boy, gotta take it slow. If you wanna be my love, I'll show you what you wanna know. If you wanna be my love, boy, gotta take it slow. If you wanna be my love, I'll show you what you wanna know.
You feel like something new. You feel like something. You feel like something new. You feel like something. Don't just stop it. Doing what you do. When I lay back, holding on to you. Ooh, ooh, feel like something new. Yeah, got my senses here on overload. All my body is for you to hold. Ooh, 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 feel like something new. Yeah, and I never thought that I bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil and I'm let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal, I never lose. I'm bulletproof. Best in the game, we all know my name. Can't run now, it's too late. Got winning in my blood, in my DNA. It's destiny, it's fate. Unbreakable, unbeatable, undefeatable, I'm invincible. Unbreakable, unbeatable, undefeatable, I'm invincible. I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil and I'm let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal, I never lose. I'm bulletproof. Safety nets are overrated, yeah. If you make one, you will fall. Too much of a temptation, yeah. There's a comfort in the crowd. Now I've been on my feet too long. I know I'm strong, just looking for some solid ground. So
found her jeans from a previous day. Grab the keys from off the counter, commuting to the city, gonna take another hour. Man, I hate trading time for a way. At least I got a home and a job that pays. Faded from color, reaching to find when I wonder how. You're saying it'll all be fine, while you sit around and waste your time. Faded from color, stuck in the backseat and told to drive.
Certainly has done you good. You look like a child. Well, thank you very much, Johnson. I've been very lucky down here. Feeling better than I did up north.
Collars itching, faces switching, another cup of joe and I'm fine. Come 5, I can burn a fresh dime. Lifting up the burdens, putting weight on my mind. Bet if I didn't chase that and embrace distractions, master my lack of faith and break through. Faded from color, reaching to find where I wonder how. You're saying it'll all be fine, while you sit around and waste your time. Faded from color, stuck in the backseat and told to drive. I'm holding out as I fight. I feel my colors wash away. Been finding my ground in the light of the hours.
And all regions are activated as ECL Season 49 is taking off here in South America. We're in for day 2, and hopefully some familiar voices joining you. I'm Fi. I'm joined by Cole Exner McHenry today as we're doing a little bit of our pregame here, getting ready for, a surprising result as Red Canids starting off their season 0-2, and they're taking on Elevate. What's good, Cole?
Doing fantastic. Looking forward to it. As you highlighted, so far ECL has been a season full of excitement, and 49's looking really good so far throughout the entire globe, it seems.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the format right now. I mean, we have all these seasons going on at the moment. EU just wrapped up for the day, but we're taking away South America, and 16 more teams here really grinding their way through. I like ECL here in South America. It's a bit new. It only started just last year, and we're getting a bunch of new teams in what I think is the most competitive region here in Counter-Strike. We've had squads like Red Canids even head to ESL Pro League and put on a bit of a show, but regional competition is cutthroat. Anyone can win and anyone can lose, and you're looking to place in that top 10 here to be able to make playoffs.
Yeah, that's the big goal here. As you can see, you're just looking to lock in that playoff position and then start to make a run there. And I think there's a lot of expectations for some of these rosters here. We can go ahead and take a look at the prize pool and what these teams are playing for here, and the lion's share of $60,000 going to that first place prize there. It's a big deal, and obviously, being able to set the tone here for a roster making a deep run in ECL, that also means you gain those VRS points, which matter quite a bit, and that's what these rosters are playing for here. They're playing for that first place prize.
Of course, that first place prize being ESL Pro League Season 22 as well. That is the biggest. I mean, it's a qualifier. Now with the VRS system in place, this is a qualifier for that one slot available for South America for EPL Season 22. And we can already take a look at the standings. The Swingers are running all the way up to the top of the table, taking down some heavy names like Tropido Taco. They're starting off their season great, up 3-1. But the team we're checking in on today got upset yesterday and find themselves at the bottom of the standings early on. Red Canids 0-2 right now.
Yeah, honestly, a bit of a surprise. Obviously, we know this roster is going through a lot of changes in the offseason. It's a huge restructure in their identity, so it's probably going to lead to some struggles to open up here in 2025, but I do expect that this team can bounce back here. They're just hoping to do that up against a team that's building up a lot of excitement with this new organization.
Yeah, Elevate initially had a North American lineup, competed at a couple of RMRs, got very close to making it to the major on a few occasions, missed the mark here. They turned back to South America, and they bring together a new set of players here. Some young guns here in the Tier 2 of Brazil, and I think that this team can definitely punch upwards.
Yeah, I mean, again, we got the recently watched this roster. I mean, previously known as Bad News Chickens for the core of that team and what they were able to do. It was pretty impressive. It seemed like a roster that was building into things very quickly, able to offer up some decent success throughout, the couple of series that they were playing up against in CCT and Frost and Fire. So I had high expectations for this roster out of the gates. Now they get to prove it in ECL, in which they did good work already versus Yawara. Not only good work, they really did just dominate that competition. So for me, I think, not only having this new organization come and support you, it shows that there's signs of faith in that department, but also being able to show them results out of the gates like this, and then having an opportunity to pluck on a bit of a weakened Red Canids roster who's maybe heading into this year going through a lot of changes and not feeling super confident out of the gates. It's a great opportunity for them to continue to build on their ECL season.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the Red Canids as well. I think they are the biggest storyline going into this season. They are the highest ranked team in ECL at the moment, but they're also going through a couple of roster changes. We also have a Kadia player to watch as well for today. It's Coldzera's Troops. That is the big headline for Red Canids. When you look at this team, Coldzera is the name that sticks out, obviously. Two-time major winner, two-time #1 player in the world. But I think he's been a far cry from that. Except for the year, late 2024, he stepped up his game and started to impress.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big part of some of those shift ups in roles here that this roster was going through. They had him having a little bit more impact in terms of the roles there. So I feel like that led him into the right direction. It did cost some of the other individuals a little bit there, but again, it's the trust that this team placed into to him, and I think Red Canids obviously put a lot of trust into this Coldzera roster here that comes into fruition, and then again, just bringing along players that I know that he would feel super comfortable in playing with. It's a big deal as well. So during that off season, going out and picking up Phelps and Nizen, who is kind of a newer name to Coldzera, but obviously Phelps and having him get involved there from the older guard and bringing him into the mix, it's got to feel like a good bit of comfort could take place there.
Yeah, former teammates, obviously Henny as well is from kind of Coldzera's same class of Brazilian Counter-Strike back, the 2016-2017 era. Kind of bringing together the old guard with some of the new. Venom Zera has been the center of this Red Canids team for the last couple of years now. Believe it or not, it's crazy to think that, I forget Venom Zera's previous lineup. Yeah, back in the Selva, the jungle, when they were traveling around as an organizationless team in Europe, and Paqueta as well. He's been the center of all of his lineups for the last couple of years. And now being underneath, only 20 years old and being underneath some legends has got to be an incredible experience for him.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've always been really interested to see if this guy can continue to rise to the occasion. I've always been really impressed with what he's able to do. Again, taking some more sacrifices in some of these roles, but I feel like this guy is still we haven't seen his full potential, right? Like you said, he's 20 years old. There's a lot of room to grow. He's playing with some very key players. And I want to see that leadership lead to him succeeding as well here. If we can lean on that experience to make sure that this guy continues to develop and continues to be an asset for Red Canids, I feel like that's the best opportunity that he can have to grow here. Yeah,
I do agree. It's still Venom Zera, developing player, a potential talent for the future, but my biggest concern is, you have Venom Zera being this next up talent. When you cut some of your talent, though, we have been Davideus, fans for the last, gosh, I don't know how long, maybe coming on 2.5 years now since he was back on 9Z. And when they removed him, and in fact, when Cold Zera started taking more favorable roles on the team, Davideus suffered. And I assume Phelps is being brought in just to one-for-one plug and play with Davideus' roles in this Red Canids team. But you're cutting in young, explosive talent who's already shown his talent for sure already in Pain Gaming, who are playing Na'Vi tomorrow. But, he absolutely dominated those early group stages at the Blast Bounty. Now he's gone, and Red Canids have opted in for some more elder talent. So we'll go ahead and jump on into Dust 2, our first best of one here, to see if Red Canids can bounce back in their season here in ECL SA.
Yeah, I mean, I've got high expectations that this team can bounce back, but like you said, what's the direction of this team here long term when you lose a player like David, who so clearly was a superstar, and then goes and proves it out of the gates with Pain when he gets a big opportunity with, a high tier South American roster. I would just say tier 1 roster at this point. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, there's no question that you lost a very key asset that you now have to try and bounce back from. So definitely losing a good one, but again, they want to bounce back here in ECL. We'll see if they can do it on the pistol. Looking to hold down the line here initially and getting blasted with a team kill in the mix, but they're still holding off pretty well. Yeah, especially as the rotations are already here. 3 players smother the site. But the bomb is not committed, and an open A site is in order, especially as the bomb gets catapulted to Zeddy. He needs to win this duel versus Nizen, but Nizen doesn't look like he wants to challenge. Red Canids want to opt for a retake. Nizen will begin to move forward. Zeddy to plant the bomb. I think that's mostly the goal here. Zeddy is in a literal 1v3 on the site. He's gotten his first, though, but does get cleaned up by Nizen. This will come down to the defuse. Full 10-second stick with the smoke, though, will make things awkward, especially as short. He's armorless, but he does get it started. Unfortunately, no angle on the diffuser. So Red Canids will come through with the 2v4. And the final kill there for Nizen. Not all bad. A bit sweating there, especially as Zeddy starts getting those kills on the site. But Red Canids will pass the test. Yeah, very decisive, move towards that catwalk there, and the bomb being tossed over there makes it all the easier. So a good bomb plan and a nice couple of kills. Elevate really make him work for that win in the 2v4. Unfortunately, just not enough in the tank to try and close out that last kill. Got the Glock firing down through suicide there, interestingly enough. That's one way to do it, trying to deny Phelps access towards his top mid peak early on. But sidelined quickly, Zeddy punishes that with no trouble. Yeah. A lot of storyline here behind Zeddy. I think Elevate's best player by far. And honestly, a talent I think Red Canids may have been able to utilize, not gonna lie. This has been missing that stability and stable. Top of the boost there for Cold Zera. Dink body shot combo, takes down short. Still makes for an interesting round in this 4v4. Considering all the rifles available for the T side, Diazera is going to continue moving forward. The entry fragger here for Elevate. And had a chance there on a Henny. Yeah, Henny's playing a dangerous game right now with this MP9. Trying to take this headshot duel, but, still having a decent bit of distance with that MP9 is not going to do you many favors, but deciding to double up towards middle, and it feels like the right direction here for the CT side. And he walking forward, but being watched for by Dash. That leaves Cold Zera, who will tuck close by the door of the Zeddy. Will clear it. Takes the dink, but gets the kill. And that puts it all down to Venom Zera. He's getting crunched in from multiple angles, and he can't even win the first challenge. SKR with the entry. B-site open. Elevate are going to win this force by. Yeah, just incredibly well handled. Throwing that mid to B smoke and then waiting for reactions from Red Canids. It just feels like they know exactly what they're going to do next off of one bit of contact. Waiting for that patient aggression on middle for, Phelps to go down early. Their default holds steady as ever. You don't see any overextensions to let this round get too far out of control. Kind of destabilize any. It's just really comfortable. Nice, and we'll find one on the exit, but Elevate just bounce right back on the force buy with ease.
One thing to talk about for... Oh, that's a... Is that an AK? No, it's
a Galil.
Okay. There's like AK delivery right there.
Yeah, you go grab
funny.
it.
One thing to talk about though, like Red Canids' playstyle, we've always known them as this kind of loose, a really aggressive team, and I think we're still seeing shades of that even with the roster changes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for me, I watched Red Canids, obviously with coldzera, and they have Vidim's there, and back when they had David, still, it was really interesting to see, like, okay, can coldzera go back to a very passive, like, lurky style of play here that nets him a lot of success. It relies on his intuition, and then you go and talk to him in an interview, and he's like, yeah, I keep on telling these young guys just to run in and shoot him. Like, just run as fast as you can and go kill. And these young guys are always thinking too much, and that was like his common answers in all of these interviews is that's like that's his game plan. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy to kind of say about younger players that have a lot of firepower, but that's always been like a big point for coldzera when he's been talking about his former teammates. So just a like funny point there. Obviously, I think that aggression leads into that identity.
You wonder if that's an outdated philosophy or not from
coldzera, I would
right?
go and say that it would be a little bit outdated. I would imagine you do require in the modern day a little bit more thought process, maybe a little bit more setup in rounds, maybe some conditioning, a flashbang or two.
Like, think about like modern day Maus, right? That team is so unbelievably young, but plays some of the smartest Counter-Strike in the world. Right? It's possible for young guns to...
Young players are using a lot of brain power here, more than they used to.
Yes. Back in the day, you know, you could send in Fur and he would find 3 somehow, right? But I'm not sure how that philosophy pans out. Especially, like, look at Pain Gaming. They are a very structured team, and they are maybe the best Brazilian team in the world right now, considering how Furia has been playing as of late.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think the game's evolved so much, and there's so many tools now to let your like team cohesion succeed.
Hi there, coldzera. Speaking of just running at them, making a very risky play here, sitting inside of the smoke. It might pan out. They don't look like they're gonna check this whatsoever.
Got spammed.
He'll make a move. Oh, he did. And now he's down on the ground, but Nizen will fire one back. Lands a headshot. coldzera looking for his old trusty deagle, but Nizen's putting in the work alongside Phelps. The chaos. Red Canids will sift right through it, only losing a single player on the retake.
That's just unbelievably well handled right there. coldzera causing a lot of commotion and a lot of distraction, forcing them to spam through that smoke and just disrupting it initially, dropping out, and then letting Nizen succeed with that A1S, doing a lot of the heavy lifting early on. And by the time you know it, Elevate are a little too overwhelmed on holding it off. I mean, such great utility for that catwalk execute, but couldn't quite hold up against the effectiveness of that quick ramp position.
Yeah, I think just because coldzera was in the smoke, he drew away crosshairs, and then everyone activated off that. So some decent team play there from Red Canids. Also, this is a nifty smoke. There's no way this boost is going to work, right?
No, you can't see anything over that.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Diazera, though.
Oof. Oh. 3 damage
Runs
on that
right.
HE.
Just run right past it. And he, struggling on the spray, not his weapon of choice, and will hit the dirt. coldzera always waiting for that follow-up kill. Dare I say it's on brand.
But he's even getting some extra rotates involved here. One's left B, one's left A. Still yet to take any contact early.
Come on, you can hit the shot. Oh, Desh misses. And coldzera punishes instantly. Phelps doing his best solo A-site hold right now. gets his one. SKR really looking for that refrag, but can't get it. A good pivot, though, from Elevate as the rotate's drawn over to A. A mid to B split is a worst-case scenario for Red Canids. That leaves Venom Zera. Let's showcase that aim. Come on. First headshot's instant. Can he get the second, though? He'll just play his life. Or will he? Goes in for the swing. SKR gets the second, and he's up for the 1v4. He's going to get in the plant. He's facing off versus Phelps and Nyes in the new additions here. As they both run through the doors, though, Phelps. Crosshair in the right position, and we'll shut down that clutch effort.
Yeah, nice try, though. Being able to find that quick kill on the cross, looking to lock in those digits as well. Ends up faking the bomb a couple times and trying to go for the win, but that's a fantastic hold from Red Canids after the initial loss as well. They really leave both sites a little bit understaffed, but they have a lot of trust in their anchors and Phelps and Venom Zera on the extremities to hold down the line as they put a lot of focus in towards middle. And ends up working wonders for them. And he lands a nice shot at that Dio Zera. Jumping up there, trying to get a little visual. That's a risk nowadays.
Yeah, it's being pre-aimed by everyone. I think there was a... Was it a scout shot landed by... I believe it was Axile today. In that Blast Bounty game. He just destroyed Monacy, who was being boosted there with a scout. And
that was one of their 3 rounds.
And it was. Oh, Phelps is farming. And an easy Glock eco cleaned up. Our first BO1 is starting strong here for Red Canids. They struggled against a force buy, but once you end up the better of those little tit for tats, now you are really rolling in dough. Phelps already approaching 7K, and Red Canids have stabilized their CT side.
Yeah, big time here. Looks like they're playing a little bit more passive as well. They're not getting as aggressive on some of these early moves, which can be a good thing for a CT side, but sometimes your aggression can get a little too brazen.
They missed the molly. Zeddy's gonna push forward, and he's gonna find that entry. Zeddy scaling around the smoke. An excellent counter flash, though. Nyzen is fighting off against the entire team. He can't hold them all back, though. It's a 2-for-1 for Elevate.
Always love those delayed pops there. It's so effective. Think you're safe, and you bait him into a false sense of security. Your nice swing, though, from Cold there doesn't last. His dash lands the trade through that smoke as well.
Mid lurk. This mid lurk from SKR, but doesn't actually catch Venom Zera, repositioning to Car.
How much can you clear out here? You'd probably expect one to be still towards this B side. It's completely open, but that is kind of on SKR's shoulders to go and identify that. Otherwise, they're just going to continue to head in towards this A side. Now they know Venom Zera's this trapped in this card position.
No, he's not dead, though!
Oh my God.
SKR
And the
misses! And Venom Zera's doing it all from Car. Everything has gone wrong here for Elevate. Eventually, SKR will put down the headshot. 30 seconds. But Henny is still here. He sees ahead. And... Oh, no! SKR! Did he run out of ammo? What happened? Henny should be dead! Dash, though, has made a play. And maybe a winning one to salvage this round. He's repositioned into CT spawn. And I think he's off to the B site. Henny's in a very difficult 1v1. Despite... I mean, he shouldn't even be here. Let's be real.
Yeah, should be dead 10 times over. Now I realize it's the bombs on the other side of the map, and it's a B side retake when you got 1 HP and an AWP. Do you think it gives this one even much of a go? He's inching forward.
Henny, you've got to go for this, man. No, I don't think he wants to. Bomb's already halfway ticked. He's still shift walking. Barring an overpeak from Desh, there's no way this is real here for Henny. He has money, but he has no time, and he's dead.
Yeah. About how I thought that one would go right there, walking right into the crosshair. Not a chance. Too low on HP. Can't make it happen. Like you said, there's plenty of money to go around, but...
Money cannot buy time. Counter-Strike is very proverbial in that.
Well, it can buy you time. 5 seconds off the defuse.
That's... Wait, hold up. Cole with some poetry right there. Ernest Hemingway. Shed a tear in his grave right there. I don't know, I just named a poet. I don't really know too much about what Ernest Hemingway has done. You know his work? Do you know Ball? Do you know Poetry Ball?
No, I'm not familiar with poetry, unfortunately.
Not familiar with Ernest Hemingway's game?
No.
Okay. Unfortunate. Gotta get within the arts here. Need a masterpiece from Venom Zera tucked away in the corner. And
You painted a perfect picture right around the body. An outline.
wow. Excellent sketch there from Venom Zera. Someone else is gonna have to paint those T's in to that B site because we're going for exits now. That's a yikes from me, Scoob.
Scoob.
That's a zoinks, rather. It's a zoinks, Scoob. There we go. Saving that one for later. You guys got the prototype of that commentator call.
Just workshopping it initially.
Live on air.
That's what we have you in the audience for.
You guys are all our little test subjects, our guinea pigs.
That way when we
Terrorists win.
hop on a IEM, we're ready to drop some bars there, fully prepared.
That's true. Going to IEM Topeka, Kansas. 2027. See you there. Be there or be square. This is not officially anything.
Topeka, Kansas has to be sponsoring you to try and get them. The amount of times I've heard you bring up IEM Topeka, Kansas.
or many other notable American cities, or South American cities, for that matter. IEM Recife, Brazil. Any takers? That's like the people have compared that city to like Tallahassee, Florida. All right, so.
I've never been to Tallahassee, so.
Neither have I, but it's like Tallahassee.
Okay. They have big hats in Tallahassee. That's all I know about it.
Talking about theoretical IEM events out of the way, Elevate are starting to really get rolling in this game. They've had good site executes. Venom Zera has not been the perfect defender here over towards B. He's been vanquished twice now. And Henny has yet to get started with his op.
Posted up towards middle. He did have that nice shot to the guy jumping up, but that was on an ego.
And he shouldn't have won. He should have been dead.
Oh yeah, and that one too.
Yeah, just don't forget. With every nice shot, there is a bad one to offset it.
SKR, he had just a breakdown of
That
that
is
round.
a flash. That's a cool, nifty flash. Problem, Elevate are going to try and hit long into two players. Red Canids here with a perfect setup. This has got to hold. And that, it does. This double setup, impenetrable. Nizen on the FAMAS, putting in his work. 9 and 2, top of the board.
A fantastic hold right there. And a situation that you might struggle in as well. Again, that delayed long hit. Did any not catch him? Not quite. Doesn't get the visual. So SKR got to stay alive. But again, you know, delayed long hits have been very difficult here for Red Canids. They have the proper staff ready to hold down the line. And they get the job done. Cold Zera, though, rocking the secondary. Picks that one up pretty quickly here on Dust 2.
And Venom Zera sticking with the FAMAS. Maiko.
At least he doesn't have an MP9 after the last round's errors. Look at this. He's
Dash
on the
has
money.
been seen. Dash
He
has been
knows.
seen. Right? Only one has crossed.
Oh, he's so
And he-
patient.
Oh, wow. Perfect. Dash knows all. And a money flashbang as well to get Cold Zera off of his angle. These cap players now out of position as Dio Zera just runs through the mid doors. Fells, shoulder seen there. And a bit of a messy spray. Dio Zera will get the kill eventually. Now SKR. Oh, quick switch! But Venomzera will still pass the test. The rest of the map, though, crumbles. Coldzera caught in middle. Both ops on the ground in basically the same spot. Leaves Venomzera in a clutch. That's a great start, though. And I'm sure, unlike Henny, he thinks this is winnable. He's going to go for it.
Kitty's got some time to scale up Catwalk quickly, but there is a flank that's moving pretty quickly here from Zeddy, and he's got to flush out Short pretty quickly here.
Quickly? I think it's moving quite slowly. Zeddy is still shift walking while Short's about to be fighting here. Down on the ramp, but the reposition's good. Short just hiding, being a nuisance. Fake defuse here from Venomzera. Spots one towards Cat, and the re-peek from Short is excellent. As Elevate, they're just cleaning up these rounds. The patience from Desh. That takes some experience.
It takes some experience. It also feels like it takes a little bit of preparation or something along those lines. Understanding, the moves that Henny likes to get away with right there, because, you just are waiting for that exact peak for so long. You get away with it eventually, and his crosshair was always in the right position for that slide out. So I wonder if that's a capitalization on Henny's tendencies right there, that he's just fully able to punish. Just a money move right there out of the gates. Timeout called here from Elevate after that. Interestingly enough.
One of the most interesting... I'm looking at their coach here for Elevate. His name's Xander. He actually coached in NA for a little bit, dare I ask. And guess who he coached? My GOAT, Lake Sanderson.
No way.
On Unjustified Gaming. Indeed. He was there when we were there, Cole.
Guy knows ball. Xander knows ball. Helped develop NA superstar.
Next up, Zeddy.
Seems like nice direction to head in. As I've highlighted, I think, both of us have mentioned, Zeddy's been on like 10 different teams over his last 4 years. I think if he could just get some stability with a roster, 5-man squad, that could be the key for this guy becoming more of a developed talent.
Yeah.
From a guy that already looks so good with so many different rosters.
I mean, we saw what he was able to do over there towards A-Long. Some good just solo entries, making the space happen himself. Elevate have their own set of pieces, while Red Canids obviously are stacked with the legacy names and the brands, right? Don't underestimate them. They already underestimated Uno Mille. On another team. Now Phelps. He's on this cat smoke. He's gonna walk through, but in the meantime, it's a mid to B. Elevate with these pivots, continually catch them off guard. It's all down to Venomzera, back corner, and he's good for none. Once again, Red Canids have been beat by the underdogs.
Getting blasted on these great executions. Being tossed down range here. Red Canids struggling to find answers in that department. And off the back of a timeout here, being able to read into this play. Call it out, it's effective. Now they're on a bit of a hunt as well, and they're closing in quickly. Eisen's put hot water at the moment. Spring goes in towards long doors. Still got a good position for now. Thought that was a flashbang. It's an AG instead.
Look away from this.
You might want to shield your eyes. It should. I think grenades should do a little bit of visual damage, probably.
Wear safety glasses, guys, when you're in these kind of environments. It's important. Man, this is... I'd be shook if I'm Red Canids right now. Venomzera is struggling on the B site. Obviously, he's facing down B splits as a solo B defender. And he just gets lasered through a smoke trying to spam it. And then Diazera taking liberties. He's feeling like I can pick any snack I want on the map. Buffet selection here on Dust 2.
And he's feasting.
What's your go-to snacks here, Cole? What's a... I know you got like a little convenience store by your place. What's your go-to?
I mostly get some DCs, but
yeah, I was about to say, like besides a DC for the road.
I feel like I'm more of a drink snack kind of guy, but I also I'm gonna eat some Honey Nut Cheerios. Those are pretty good snacks.
It's out the box.
Yeah, just out the box there.
It's kind of
doing it live.
Real. You know, just watching like Tier 1 Counter-Strike on the TV and snacking on the Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios?
Yes.
Crucial. With a DC, take the edge off.
Man.
He's doing a little dance. Trying to shake off the rust of the off season.
Ooh.
There you go. Just
there.
needed a rifle in his hands.
Oh, yeah, okay, we're going through the smoke for Felt. I don't think this is... No, SKR heard every footstep of that, so, sacrifice to the altar of Elevate. But there's a refrag. Henny with smoke spam, but Nizen is the next one to go right into the blender. Henny keeps fighting, and he spins back. The rifling from Henny is the ace. All of a sudden, no op necessary. We're going to go to a break as Henny gives us something to talk about.
I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil, let him let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. no question, I'm the king. I always dominate, a force to be reckoned with.
An ace that comes out of nowhere here for Henny to lead off in this second half. How about that, Cole? How about that? What do you think about Henny here?
You know, sometimes we're always giving oppers the benefit of the doubt when they don't have an op for a half, and we're saying they struggled. This guy just needed to get an A1S in his hands to lock in on some kills, because he looked so sharp with that A1S. The transfer over towards Cat to close off the ace, just fantastic work. And if that isn't going to build up some energy into this second half, I don't know what will. We'll see if it's the case.
It just doesn't make sense. I think Henny might have gotten 1 or 2 op kills that entire half, as opposed to the A1S where he single-handedly wins a round that was going wrong for Red Canids. So, some individual brilliance out of not the guy you necessarily expect. If that's what it takes for Red Canids to win, then so be it. They're going to walk out the mid door, so we're looking at a B-split pistol round as Desh gets cleaned up immediately. Mid B smoke in play, and the cross is in order. We have 2 B site defenders though, better than 1 Venom Zera. Zeddy with the dualies will be able to, with the help of Short, take down Venom Zera, but now out in the open. They run through the smoke, and Henny with the Glock, landing his headshots and keeping up the opless performance. It is a 2 versus 4. We do have this lurk out the mid doors at the moment. It's cleared. SKR and Dio Zera trying to make this 2v3 retake happen to really shatter Red Canids here, but Phelps says no. He holds it together. And SKR basically looking for kill reward bonus on the back end of this. He is strafing around corners, and he has the whole team coming out of the trenches. And they'll take him down. Henny and Phelps will drop in. Red Canids take the lead.
Charge him out of this round with quickness right there. Making sure that there isn't too much to walk away from for that round for Elevate, and very effective late B-tons approach right there, walking through that smoke, exactly what you needed for that distraction to get past that duo. Just playing around the window side of things. Just getting into that B site, getting the round win, hitting into a full eco now. As Henny does get a scope up. Pretty early here, just a scout though. Got a weird setup, triple up towards middle. What's the game plan here? Smoke down now, they're gonna run through it.
Looks like it. Phelps struggling on the spray. Scout long range for Henny is not great either. And here comes... Who needs a scope? USP will do the trick here for Henny, continuing his streak of not getting a kill with a scoped weapon. And it's 2 in a row to start off the second half.
See, does he still have... No, he has a Galil now, so... He was able to upgrade onto that before the round ended. Fortunately for him and his chances of locking in some kills. They had a good couple of good long spawns here. Doesn't seem like they're gonna take that early initiation, surprisingly. Set up for a late long take, though. Venom Zera dinked on the initial entrance towards long, so that's a lot of damage taken already. Wow.
That lurk from Phelps is just bad. Okay, and Nizen makes the same move. Everything is wrong about that play right there. And everyone dies in mid doors. What's happening here for Red Canids?
But first you don't succeed. Try again.
Try's not on this team, Cole. Try's on 9Z. What is... Cole...
I don't know.
So,
was he just fully poking through that smoke there?
So, I'm gonna explain what they tried to do there and why it was wrong. When you start off with a long take, you typically want to take control elsewhere on the map because, you know, you feel the pressure out towards long. Problem is, Venom Zera had no pressure on long, therefore everyone has to be holding either Cat or the mid doors. That play is not gonna work just off of process of elimination. I don't know, Cole.
What if we tried it again?
This time, just coldzera lobbing a flashbang and taking down diazera, who eats the whole thing. Yeah, that'll do. Is coldzera gonna burn? If coldzera burns, he's in trouble, but he doesn't. And I think short is dead.
They're calling in for a lot of reinforcements towards middle, though, in a quick reaction. And he's looking to cut off with the op, and coldzera, he gets cleared. Systematically, he's still out towards this B side, though, with a quick motion, and Zeddy's got a tough task out of him.
Yeah, good for one. Desh, though, through the doors, there is no door smoke.
Oh,
And
that
it
one
missed.
misses.
Oh, no. Okay, well, this B site is... Oh, he's gonna die through it.
And now they got a lurk smoke that they could use against him.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Fake plant. No one's biting on that one. Nice try, venomzera. And now, full stick. They're peering in through the window. venomzera on the angle. SKR. Come on, you gotta convert on this. venomzera instead comes up clutch with a double dink. In a round that certainly went wrong for Red Canids.
It looked like there was about 100 different ways that was going wrong there until the clutch comes up for venomzera, and he shows exactly what he's made of. A little bit of panic, maybe in the 2v2, missing that initial smoke, but had another one he could toss down range, and then able to play perfect behind that box and use it to his advantage in a big way. And redeems all of Red Canids and their interest in that round. The coldzera at least living by the principle here that he was mentioning in those interviews of being fearless.
Yeah.
And going in, just running out middle.
Percentage plays, we don't do that here. About that round where they all walk through the mid smoke, like, it is possible they aren't mid. There is like a, 30% chance they aren't holding that smoke. Walks, dry swings, and kills them all. Well, that shouldn't have happened. Short on short.
Split on them.
Wait, they're walking out B. They're walking out B in a 2v4. Thumbs down from me, Henny. You gotta hit this.
Oh,
he does it.
God.
And the round's live. Oh, here's another. Desh here's the player in the tunnels, and he knows venomzera just went into T spawn.
No way.
Oh my God, Desh can do this. Oh, he sees him on the cross, running away. All right. Desh doesn't really go for the shot there. He could jump up on the box to give him an elevated angle. Instead, it's a 1v2 where he's woefully out of position now, and Red Canids will be able to get this bomb over towards that A site. I think this is... Oh, but look at this. Phelps is looking the wrong way in mid. All right, he's tucked away from top mid, though. He can't get sniped. What if he just walked out cat for the funsies? What if?
Poked his barrel out a little bit deeper.
Oh, he's doing it! Oh my God, no, please. Okay. I think we're safe here. All right, he's gonna walk past Desh instead, and this is gonna be a save. Red Canids will get themselves to 10 rounds, despite... Let's be honest here, Cole. Let's call it as it is. Mistakes.
They're just so good at getting these openings, and then in the mid round there, when all you have to do is group up and make a decision on one bomb site. Oh, okay. You just have to make a decision to go in one direction. You don't need to take A and B in a 2v4. Definitely not. That's actually the way that you lose those situations pretty frequently.
Example A.
And having two people walk out B there, and your op having to be the player that trades, is just the most obvious way I've seen rounds go wrong in, like, your like matchmaking games. It's just like your op needing to land at one shot to trade, but then that shot doesn't connect, and then the rounds just spirals out of control.
Like, I understand the philosophy of just hit the shot. Because if Henny just hit the shot,
Yeah.
nothing would have been wrong. But we are looking at an Elevate team that can actually shoot back pretty well. Zeddy's had some moments. Dash has definitely been playing well. And while Red Canids have been gifted some rounds, courtesy of mistakes, obviously Phelps dry swinging into 2 players and getting both should never happen in any universe. We see Red Canids blunder right back. It's a little tough. Even watching these experienced players where we have the expectations to play solid Counter-Strike. We mentioned it at the start of this series, but, you know, coldzera talks his philosophy that might just be a bit outdated.
Yeah, I think, and it sometimes is tough to get, I would say, like, the younger players to get that full buy-in. But I think they believe their philosophy is right. It depends on, again, how much trust you probably give coldzera a lot of credit as a younger player here. When, especially, your name is named after him, and you're Venomzera in this situation. So you probably get a lot of buy-in there. But it definitely feels like there's some philosophies that are a bit outdated that can hurt this team long term.
Oh boy. Phelps, low HP behind Xbox, and they know exactly where he is. Hurt on the box. SKR almost gets that one. This round's not over.
Still able to strike. Just collect there. Desh now quickly transitioning that up. Back over towards this long side.
Does that he just pushed the doors while Phelps was looking towards Cat or something? Oh, but Desh does fall eventually. Hear those shots ring out across the map. Short picks up the op though and puts it to work. SKR with a deagle up close, and we got a 1v1. Venomzera got legged. The bomb's down. Back of long.
Oh.
SKR is repositioning though, and he can hold the cross. He can hold the cross. One bullet, he's got it with a headshot, no less. And Red Canids falter to a hero off in pistols.
The pistol's doing a lot of the heavy lifting. That op does get tossed around for a little bit of damage, but now using another timeout here. Elevate letting that one sink in. You know that Red Canids were in a position to try and close this map out, but it's just gotten ripped away from them, and now they're going to be forced onto eco territory. I think they're going for a force buy here as well.
Oh boy. It's just going wrong in every way possible. Phelps got jump scared in lower tunnels. Everyone's just getting caught out on individual bases, and well, it gets you this. A situation where Elevate can realistically come back into this game and win the map. But that's not a good start. Henny finally picks up a scope and lands a headshot. Phelps takes the space, and we've got a 3v5 immediately. Red Canids land all the shots necessary. But Phelps keeps going. He keeps going. He pushes the envelope. It might have been enough. They force Zeddy off of the B side, but they don't commit. Very hesitant here with the man advantage for Red Canids. They're not taking the spaces that they've been granted.
And now starting to really throw in some utility to take this map control. That Molly gets tossed in, but you don't turn the corner there. So like you said, still playing very hesitant at the moment. But another scout tag lands towards middle. Henny connects onto that. But the direction still seems to be towards this A side, and that's where a stack lines up. So still plenty of resistance to run into if you're Red Canids on this A play.
SKR, he's busy checking different angles. Sees a shoulder, instant headshot. Gotta be ready for the next, and the deagle shots miss. SKR lives. Now he's going for the cat swing. He's got a second. Henny does clean up short. Zeddy does arrive. It's a 2v2 on the site. Nizen, he needs his Deagle headshot to break open this site, and it's not good. SKR comes through with 3. Henny, he's gotten 2 in this round. He won't get any more. As Elevate best the 4 spy, they are in this game. It was a 3v5 call.
It's a 3v5, and you see Red Canids go back to what has worked the best for them, and that's just walking out towards middle. But still leveled out of the round in the end. After they recover that mid space, I think the best play is to head in towards A, but that's just not the case. There's way too much resistance there. And now it should be all knotted up here, considering, what, 4 Glocks and a P250. One flashbang to pop through that smoke. No one's there. They're going to be taking the long range approach here up against the pistols.
I mean, they're sticking to the sites, and for good reason. There's no real possibility that these 5 Glocks should break this site. Right, Cole? Right?
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Oh.
As first op shot missed. Oh, that's nice from short. HE drop, dash, posts up, and going about as expected, trying to get that bomb planted, and they get it. Take your time. Yes, mission accomplished there for Red Canids. No kills, though.
I mean, impressive stuff that able to lock in the digits, all things considered. Managed to give them a little bit more efficiency in this next buy-up, but still actually going to be missing Henny on the AWP. They'll have all the utility, the AKs in hands, ready to go. Just try and fend up against Elevate, reclaiming this lead.
All
See
right.
what they're made of here.
Long play. Supposedly. Allegedly, it was a long play.
That's what they're saying. They're saying that they were thinking it, but decided against it. We haven't seen a lot of very aggressive long plays. It's the only one that we saw, really. Venom's era.
Are we going to do the Pain Gaming? Yep. Oh, thinking about the Pain Gaming long. The handlebar angle. Not the mustache.
It's a fun one.
Oh,
I've been watching.
Flash. This pot flash could be so money. Dash.
Oh.
Ooh, he fell off though. Oh, that's a mistake. There's no way he intended that.
Yeah, a bit interesting. Also gets rid of his HE.
He's dropping that
flashes for the corner there.
Those HEs loaded up like an arsenal for an A retake.
Yeah, I like when they throw them on catwalk there. Whenever the catwalk executes do come through, but either way, as long as they do damage there, like you said, they can do a lot of damage on the retake here. That smoke, I don't think he's going to be respected at all. They're just going to look to pop through this.
They are. The dash is also here with long under control. This palm tree flash as well could be on the money. Venom Zero, though, not blinded at all. He gets 2 headshots. That's what he's here to do. And SKR still staring at long. It's an empty angle. It has nothing in this round. Zeddy does get the kill Nizen, though, and Cold Zera goes low. This retake possible. Venom Zera not quite good on the spray control. Then he readjusts. Triple kill on for the ace. He might need it here. Continuing to swing forward. It's Dio Zera. He's got his double. A Zera duel, and well, Dio means God for a reason. Henny swings forward for his 1v2, but Dio Zera does one better. And Elevate come through with the retake.
That's just so impressive right there. Dio Zera stepping up to the plate in a big way. Being through the clutch. Taking it away from the Red Canids right when you thought they had just enough firepower, just enough entry prowess coming through from Venom Zera. The great execute that punished quickly on how quick they were able to move up catwalk right there, but Instead, Diozera just comes through in recovery and manages to rip that round from them. That's a tough victory, but one at this point in time where you just love to take away from your opponents, keep that lead going. Now they're going to look to press the issue straight in towards lower. Ducking underneath that crosshair, though. He's going to be in hot water now. coldzera forced to dance out of this position.
Zero's also going to back away. Makes loud footsteps coming through, but Henny, big shot from that suicide position. And he's, I mean, I've said it a lot here. Red Canids have a man advantage.
I've had quite a bit of those, haven't they? Been good at finding these opening kills, but it's all about how you finish for this team. And so far, Elevate have had their finger on the pulse when it comes down to gambling and stacking these rotates. Double up on B. I'd imagine that's going to lead to some tons of aggression. Yeah, it certainly is.
Oh, but SKR sees the shadow. Easy shot onto Henny. And he fakes the footsteps. Nizen is in very big dangers. Red Canids are again running down the clock, but a spin around on an amazing timing. And now, well, Red Canids, they know where both players are. Back down in CT mid. So here comes the scramble as coldzera will be able to get a safe bomb plant for long. Another retake effort for Elevate.
Well, they're left behind the smoke here. They're going to need another big retake. They've got a smoke at least, though, in short, so that could help out.
Have to deal with the site player first, though, and there's nothing to force his hand. Venezera will take first contact. Then coldzera will pop out, but SKR, the spray transfer! This guy should be on your radar now, as he is 25 kills deep and is on the brink of upsetting Red Canids.
That was insane right there. What was that transfer? That is absolutely sickening.
What?
You had no time to react. You had to insta-kill him here if you wanted a chance to win that round. What a steal.
This guy has played less than 50 maps in his entire career. He was standing in for the Bad News Chickens when they were a lineup. Now he gets picked up, and he's gonna single-handedly upset Red Canids if this round goes their way.
And do it in such a gritty fashion with these last couple of rounds. Think of how they won them with tough A-side retakes, with man deficits to start off the rounds, having to come back and show their strength in man down situations and show how able they are to work within those confines. Not an easy task here up against this Red Canids roster, but they've found it through consistency.
I'm not gonna try and figure out what SKR stands for. It's another, actually, well, it's his name. It's Sandro Kakadu, SKR, and a mixture of all of those. But man, he's a skater. He's sick like that.
Skirt.
All on the swing, man. 25 kills versus coldzera, Phelps, and Henny.
Sound that you make when you just shut down a perfect crossfire. Skirt.
You can do that one, Cole. You can do that. I'm not gonna leave you out to dry for that one.
Yeah, fair enough.
My bad.
I was thinking about calling him Skur. I like that name better than SKR. Rolls off the tongue a little bit better.
Skur with the triple and a clutch.
Stunk-esque.
Skur is your IEM Topeka, Kansas 2027 winner.
Yes.
I am Tallahassee, coming soon.
No. They got big hats there, though.
They do got big hats in Tallahassee. That's might be all they got. And a Capitol building, because it's the capital of Florida, by the way. Fun fact for...
There you go.
Even the Americans out there might not know that.
A lot of people think it's Miami. No. Tallahassee, where they got big hats. They got a lot of HEs, though, in CT spawn.
It's going to be this cat execute. It's going to go 25 seconds. Death flashed up for a moment, but he gets that one kill, falls back. He knows his team can play this retake. They've got so many grenades.
So there's
I don't even think Red Canids can really like plant the bomb safely. Look at this. Dash cutting off the extra angles they could take. Holds there with...
He got the kill while he was trying to throw the HEs.
Okay. Colzera in pursuit. Diozera. Colzera crouching, but he can't escape SKR as he gets a double. Diozera will trade him out, and that's the map. Elevate have won it. Red Canids have not won a single map of ESL Challenger League South America. They are 0-3 on their debut.
It just, the struggles will continue there, but I mean, a fantastic victory rolling out here for Elevate, who just looked so cohesive fighting through these deficits. I mean, yes, it was a unbelievable output from SKR. He was able to constantly carry them through some of these rounds, have big impact moments, but fighting all the way through this matchup here and showing up in a big way, in the fashion in which they did, overcoming retakes like they did. Just not an easy task at all, and they managed to make it look easy overall.
Yeah, I mean, big individual plays here for Elevate, but let's be honest, Cole, this Red Canids team is very, very shaky. Red Canids, I believe, dominated the opening exchange.
Yeah.
In that regard, and they lost a lot of advantages to these big multi-kills from people like SKR.
Yeah, I mean, the messiness in which we saw those sort of late round breakdowns when they would have 2-on-4s or 3-on-5s, those situations that consistently collapsed for them, you wouldn't necessarily expect. This is a team that in the off season went and grabbed experience instead of bringing in newer talent, and then you're talking about just constantly breaking down here. You know, not only starting off 0-3 in the season so far, but also looking like you're a little bit lost and confused a little bit in these advantaged situations, playing like a little bit of rookies. Like, it just very surprising to see this Red Canids squad struggle to bring in success in that department, given the fact that they made moves to get bigger names.
Yeah, and Elevate in the meantime, they're up 3-0. Can they go for 4 against Red Canids right now? We're going to toss this one off to a little bit of break as we prep up our next BO1. Let's get it ready, folks. This is an interesting night already.
Think you've seen it all? With Faceit Watch's Point of View Selector, you can experience the game from any pro's perspective. Use the multi-view feature and customize the stream with up to 4 angles. Control what points you see while earning rewards. Drops are activated and lucky winners will receive Faceit points. And if you ever miss a match, VODs are now available. Get instant access to demos with multiple POVs and commentary. Watch it, control it, Faceit.
Incredible, it's criminal. I never lose, I'm bulletproof. Best in the game, they all know my name. Can't run now, it's too late. Got winning in my blood, in my DNA. It's destiny, it's fate. Unbreakable, unbeatable, undefeatable. I'm invincible. I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil and la 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 la. Yeah. Your life hits hard, but I hit right back. I never back down, I keep it on track. It's the same day with no problems. I keep rising from the bottom, 'cause when the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear that sound. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems. Yes, every day was a war. Yeah, it kinda took a while. When they tell me I should stay, I just jump with a smile. Yeah, it's hard until you notice. Everybody's got their moment. When the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear the sound. Listen up. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems. 'Cause I got no problems. 'Cause I got no problems. Do you feel a little down? Say it. No problems. Let you in, but you out. Sing it. No problems. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. Had none I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. Had none I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems.
If you wanna be my love, only gotta take it slow. If you wanna be my love, I'll show you what you wanna know.
is it even going to be too much of a surprise at this point? Red Canids have gone down 0-3 to lead off in their debut, adding in Phelps and Niazin, and now losing to a new look Elevate squad. Yes, the team is new, Cole, but you'd have to think that, the experience should shine through to some degree, right?
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to see that experience and then, watch it lead to wins in advantage situations. That wasn't necessarily the case, though, in this matchup, and that ended up costing them this map of Dust 2. And as you can see here, two powerhouses in the server for that last map, but SKR managing to have a whole lot more impact with his kills and with his availability throughout the entirety of that map. They are looking for some security on Dust 2, being able to bring back retakes super effectively, being able to bring in big clutch rounds. So it just seemed like he was constantly up to the task there, as well as the rest of Elevate.
Man. And I mean, Henny wasn't even doing incredibly well on the AWP. It was the Scout and the M4. He had an M4A1 as ace to keep Red Canids in the game. But realistically, what I want to say, what I saw there on Dust 2, Red Canids didn't really look too much like a team out there. It was individual efforts put forth, especially Venom Zera in some clutch situations. It was messy. It was all over the place there. Elevate were the team. Elevate were coordinated. Elevate had strategy and tactic. You saw the little nade stacks that they had going down from CT spawn for those A retakes. They were unified. They were together. They do look like a team who have been together for longer, and that is true. The Bad News Chickens have been a team for at least the last 3 months, and now they got signed to Elevate. So that is a talking point to be had, but Red Canids have players who have played together before, and some basic macro, right? You'd have to think does shine through. Well, it'll have to shine through because we're going to be playing Nuke for this last BO1 between these two teams. And so, yeah, it's going to be difficult, that's for darn sure.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You're hoping to see a little bit more success. And I would say, like, as you highlighted, it wasn't a bad game for Hendy, but you'd like to see him work really well with the op on this map, have some impact working with those rotations here. It can be difficult, though, to slot in multiple new players. As I highlighted heading into the series, you're dealing with a Red Canids roster that, sure, made a couple of roster moves, but also, I would say, just lost a big identity piece in your roster. And that's David, who, obviously ended out Red Canids in 2024 and no longer with them here on this roster today. Obviously, they had some big shoes to fill there. I think Phelps is a good opportunity to try and bounce back in that department, but it still leaves a lot of challenges in terms of the identity of this roster. And then you look at Elevate, and as I highlighted, this is a team that's probably extra motivated now with this new organization to prove themselves, prove their worth, prove their value to this squad, and being able to shut down a team like Red Canids, who's so valued in the scene here in South America, is a big deal.
Yeah, we'll take a look at our Kadia player to watch. It was Cold Zera. We started off at the beginning of the series. He had some more favorable roles down the stretch here for Red Canids. He was taking a lot of space on the T side, but I don't think he was really delivering with that space. He was caught out in a lot of awkward positions and couldn't leverage the mechanics to get him out of those difficult spots. I mean, he lands 13 and 17 with 70 ADR. It's a very middling performance there needed from a star player.
Yeah, I mean, his output definitely wasn't felt all that much there. And again, in those like situations trying to speed things up, he did actually have a couple of nice mid duels. He was one of those players that was opening things up and giving them advantages. Sometimes was left to just a single opening pick, but in theory on that T side, that should be enough to work off of. Then you look at how the rest of that map's playing out, and things are kind of shifting up from that point forward, and it felt like there was some breakdown in that department again with those advantages like we've been highlighting. So being able to get through those situations is going to be very key, and having Cold Zero as a part of that is definitely a big deal. Yeah,
I will say, just taking some of the stats from map 1, it kind of paints the picture where Elevate had 4 clutches, 4 1vx situations that they were able to win, which talks about how Red Canids were fumbling in the mid rounds. Red Canids had more opening kills, but couldn't stop and shut down the individuals. SKR coming through with, I believe, 2 clutches, and we also had, I believe, Dio Zera come through with one of his own as well, right, in these 1v1 situations. So the X factor was missing out of a Red Canids team who we've talked about how coldzera's philosophy, his style is all about trying to leverage that X factor and let people play how they want, right? And let the young talents take the space. Well, you know, that wasn't there for this game, and it hasn't been there since this roster formed. Obviously, still a new team, obviously still getting used to learning the new personalities, especially one of Niazin. But things have got to get fixed up quickly because these are opponents that Red Canids should be clearing.
Yeah, you don't want to start off too rough here. I mean, obviously we're pretty early into the season, but 0-4 is not a great place to find yourself in the opening stage of the season. It sets a pretty rough tone here for how the rest of that action could go. You don't want to have a sour start to your season at all, so looking to bounce back and at least secure a win here tonight. Be a big deal here. Dio Zera, elevated angle, gets out, surprisingly, but gets a lot of information as to where the action's heading.
Ooh, but gets dropped on. He spots a lot, though. He gets a lot of info. That's not where you want to be short. He's going to re-swing and get domed by Venom Zera. 3 versus 5, and the whole map closes in on the defense. This should be a win here for Red Canids if they just hit the shots.
Short. What's he up to right there, man? Feel like the communication didn't get through, but still gonna find themselves in a 3v5 that is somewhat recoverable, especially if they hit that A side. Not the end of the world here for Elevate having the resources. They just need to land the shots.
They've cleared lobby. This is possible. SKR as well is flanking the heaven flank at the moment. Oh, but they just left the A site, but SKR comes through. He comes through with the double on the flank. He keeps going, though, and that's where he meets his end. Venom Zera with the double of his own. Makes it 3 on the round. Red Canids will pass the test, if only for a little scare.
Yeah, none other than SKR there to put the scare onto him. Hey, that's the last player you want to see in the kill feed when you're in a 3v5 again for Red Canids, knowing that they dropped a whole lot of those in that last match. I get past it this time around, able to land some trades effectively. And it leads to a full USP eco. I mean, they also, during that off season, I mean, they also got rid of Nithon as well, who definitely was a huge individual like problem for that team. It felt like his mechanics without the op kind of dropped off a cliff, and that IGLing role just didn't seem to be like working for him. I mean, he had a ton of chances with Red Canids as well, right? I mean, think about how long he was on that roster, with how much struggle he had. I think giving up the op gave him a couple more months on that team, but even still, didn't end up working. So, you now have coldzera calling on this roster, and that probably brings in a whole new style as well.
Whether that style is good is up for debate. Obviously, you know, all we gotta say is obviously it's still early days. Red Canids, they're gonna get lose a couple, but in the end they will get past it pretty seamlessly. We got a little 2-0 start here, but yeah, about the switch in captaining, you are definitely correct on that one. I believe coldzera is back to calling, if my memory serves me right. Obviously, in-game led a couple of teams back on Legacy.
Now trying to pull it through once again for Red Canids. Expectations that, again, he can do good work. It makes a lot of sense, but it does come down to what he has in store here, how much depth he can bring to the table other than just run it down into the opposition. That's what Elevator are looking to do, is they bait out the peaks, but they end up losing to this effective lobby hold. And next one as well.
Hold on. Ollie. Oh, Phelps does make the lurk happen through a main. There's too many angles for Diozera to deal with. And SKR is probably better off saving, but Phelps won't let him. That's the start we want to see here from Red Canids. They're cleaning up the CT side aggression. When the play comes to them, they do deal with it pretty handily.
Yeah, I mean, they had a great default. Let the action come to them for the opening gun round, and Elevate do give him some pressure. Didn't have a lot of utility there on Elevate either, so getting aggressive on that CT side sometimes is a solution to patch that up. Again, falling victim to that default. Diozera forward facing in the outer yard, gets blasted. Here's the Red Canids with confidence, taking control of this outer yard. Already got a man advantage here now, and looking to press that into more map control.
Yeah, they're kind of just taking outside and going for every gunfight here against the Pistols. Now, lobby control established, but Nizen from above. To strike down, he does get seen and takes a 99 damage dink. He's just gonna play his life here, make sure that AK does not get given up to the Pistols. In the corner. Oh, Nizen missed a back third, and Phelps keeps going. I say give up the AKs. Oh, that's not clean from coldzera either. I'm sweating out here, man. Not instilling a lot of confidence in me, Red Canids, as SKR, star player here, is gonna get an AK and he'll take it and save it. I mean,
it ends up with a little bit of panic.
Ugh. Man. I mean, I think, talk about the roster move here from Red Canids to pick up Phelps. In the Brazilian space, that is probably the biggest shuffle we've got. I mean, David joining Payne is cool and all. Mulling around and grabbing different players around the scene. Imperial have yet to pick up their 5th in replacement of Phelps.
Yeah, which that's a big shift up for a team who's still very good in 2024.
Yeah.
Big change up for them as well. Stesh collects one. It's towards the outer yard right there, so nice opening op shot. Oh,
Venomzera
gets a little taste.
I think both players have seen each other. Yeah, Desh got his kill, but it's Diozera. Gets a dink and just leaves. Venomzera can stay on top of Mini as long as he wants. He's gonna focus on other fights.
Tried. And this man deficit walked their way down and towards this lower side. There is only a single defender they would have to get past right now, but it's a huge line of defense here in SKR who's been so steady.
It's very spread though here from Red Canids. It's very much leveraging these individuals as coldzera steps out onto the B site. SKR uncleared at the moment. He's made footsteps, I'm sure. Desh does clear coldzera though, and SKR, the defense here is safe, but the A site isn't. As everyone's fallen, Venomzera and Nizen catch the players activating. so Diazera could come through with a double to bring this round back. 2v3 Molly do for Venom Zera. Is going to be forced forward, but no one swings. And Henny wins his fight. Now it's up to Venom Zera beneath, and he can't spin around fast enough. Elevate will convert.
It's just, again, a very close round there, but Diazera happy to close it out. You look at that position, though, and when Nizen, kind of trapped over with Venom Zera in that box position and has to rotate out there to reposition. That sort of small detail costs him a lot. That missed Molly in towards heaven, it costs him as well. So it doesn't allow them to get into as effective of post-plant positions before Elevate are ready to collapse in on them. That did look like a round that Red Canids had to recover from. They had the availability to do so by quickly calling in a reroute towards the A side. Seeing a lot more promise out of the Red Canids on this map here on Nuke now.
Yeah. That's a nice way to make a mid-round happen, is to force those rotates. With coldzera just swinging out into the lower site and all those lurks activating on A. A nifty tactic. A dash on ramp. Eats the flashbang, though, in trouble. And will not be able to escape. Venom Zera barrel stuffs him. And we're into the B side. SKR mollied out of position. He's done. Courtesy of Nizen. Clean execute here for Red Canids.
Bomb has been planted.
They closed in on Desh so darn fast.
Yeah, it's just, pushed him over with his barrel pretty much. We'll collect one on the save. I think it will be recovered, but there's a hunting party starting to close in on this CT spawn position. They know exactly where these saving players are, really. Flashbang handed over to coldzera, a couple of them, so they'll have that to toss in for Venom Zera.
Terrorists win.
Flashes not quite
Oh.
deep enough, but Venom Zera's aim is way too sharp, man.
Yep.
Oh, man.
That's what you want to see. That is exactly what I want to see here out of Red Canids. It's Venom Zera. It's what this team has been centered around for the last year. And for a reason. Just instant first bullet headshots for both of them. That's the dopamine hit of watching Counter-Strike right there. Watching one guy do that. Yeah, it's versus saving players, but we've seen him do it on gun rounds too. As Red Canids are just scrimming outside against the Ecos. It's no problem.
Sweet Ecos handled well. Haven't been too vulnerable to these. That's always a positive. Be able to avoid too many eco losses to get a lot of rotates down towards that lower side again. Just wrap in towards heaven. Take the long range approach. A's a lot more clear than they anticipated.
Yeah, this is going to be a simple round here for Red Canids. Yeah, even the one round Elevate we're victorious in got very, very close. CT side money has not gotten off to a good start. And on this map, Red Canids have come through with some very nifty tactics to win through on these. Now, that's an AK to the floor. Backflip for SKR. He doesn't get any extra points for that.
Terrorists win.
And Desh dead to the bomb. He does take Phelps with him.
A little bit of armor here for some of the saves here from Elevate. Being able to buy up here, but they do need rounds on the board ASAP. Gotta start providing that defense here and now. They got shut down for the very first gun round, getting aggressive. I feel like they haven't been as confident to make those active moves since then. See what the decision is. This might be a bit of a pace change here. A little speed up could be coming through. They want to hit this A side early.
Yeah, and it's just going to be the straight top side hit. And it's short. Oh, the bomb! He jumps on 2 players' heads. Nothing more there, and SKR swings into the whole team. But Diozera up the vent, finds a double, not the third. Venom Zera puts an end to him. It is Desh. 1v2, and I think Red Canids, they're thinking about dropping down the vents. They are about to, and they're doing it silently. Now they're going to Thunderstomp, though, and I don't even think... Did Desh hear that? Now he knows, though, with the smokes and util. He's coming through the ramp. This has been heard. And I think we're going to see the back away here. The op with no kit is no weapon to do this retake. It's 7 rounds for Red Canids. By far and away their most dominant map of their existence so far.
And again, just looking a lot better. That's a great execute called out right there. Efficiency on the entry pathing right there. They get maybe a little bit more than they bargained for when Diozera flies up the vent and causes a little bit of disruption, but still managed to find him out eventually. And last minute decision to head down the vents, I think, is the right one. So overall, again, this is a team that's looking completely revived, like whatever they said in the 10 minutes in between the first and last map.
But let's be honest, if Short didn't fall on top of a T's head, but instead landed with his feet planted, that round might be over. There are still circumstances that allow them to potentially win these rounds, but...
He's going for the Goomba stomp. You know that's an effective method of counter-strike.
Yeah, those steel-toed boots hurt.
I mean, it should do more damage. Those smokes faded way earlier than Phelps anticipated, but he still manages to walk away victorious. Wins the duel, and then now is anticipating the aggro and walking right into the palm of his hands. Diozera feeds himself to the beast, and Phelps continuing to feast on his lurk here. He's gonna get some reinforcements as the second phase of re-smokes go up as well. It's just gonna really put a hurting on this defense right now. Whose next step is probably to re-clear lobby if possible. See if they can do that effectively.
Yeah, but if they re-clear lobby, that just means that lower site is open and free for the team. And Nizen finally does challenge the op. He says, goodbye. Try and catch me.
Try and catch that flashbang.
Fugitive top of the T roof right now as they are trying to push him. Zeddy, are we going up the ladder? Oh, we are going up the ladder. And he's gotten up safely. Crazily enough, I think Nizen's actually... might be dead. Nope. Nope. No, he just perfectly clears Zeddy. Top of T roof. The bomb's planted. This round is one for Red Canids. We're just watching this little side quest adventure.
Yeah, just the constant paranoia that you have to go through as a lobby lurk there on the T side. Constantly keeping your head in the swivel, knowing that anything's a possibility. But this op's gonna have to fight for his life. They're gonna clear SKR, yeah, they certainly will. And Nizen waits for the repeat right there from Desh. So they don't allow anything to be saved over. And Red Canids continue to dominate here in this competition.
Venom's there, 14-2, and you can just see if he knows where you are. If he has a straight 1v1, he's gonna win it. He hard clears SKR's corner. No chance he could win that fight. Venom's there is still very much a star player, even after the roster changes. So definitely has the mechanics to make it happen. Elevate, though. The CT Money has never gotten off to a good start. They've had chances in rounds, but couldn't secure them. And Phelps has been on a tear. When it comes to the outside lurks, makes his way through the smoke, taps from Niacin, and pistols get cleaned up. No problem. Safe entry into A. We're looking at 9 rounds for Red Canids, unless something goes horribly wrong. Niacin says no.
Not today. Been handling these ecos very well. That'll continue to be true here. Keep it even more tidy. They're going for the wall banks. But SKR is going to get nothing on his exit. They're not going to give him the opportunity. And so grabbing an AK. This is best reward here for this round. Again, you can save and you can hold on to this weaponry. That scoreline continues to grow against you on the T side of Nuke. And that's a very scary fact. If you're Red Canids, I mean, there's no question that the motivation in their camp to get a map win here in ECL is very clear.
Come on. I mean, definitely, even after their map loss against Elevate, there's going to be some criticisms. We've already levied plenty of it. We've already talked about the question marks and the late round situations coughed up. They're obviously a new team, but the expectations that you have experience and that you can navigate versus this team of youngsters, this team of, let's be honest, you know, in the grand scheme of Counter-Strike, no-namers, right? I'm 2-time world #1 and 2-time major champion, Coldzera, and I'm getting farmed by Dash outside. Now, Dash is a fine offer.
Smoke right there? Maybe they blew him open.
Yeah, I think they broke the smoke.
Made more sense there. But yeah, definitely a surprise for them. And not only that, you're starting off these rounds with 3v5s, and then they're getting broken down by the young guns here. But that hasn't been the case in Nuke. They've been looking a lot more clean. Been able to level this these two best of ones out. Dash continuing to fire away though. He's been a beast here, looking to grab their second round.
No one's on the lower site though, so Phelps will get the plant. A 2 versus 5 to defend the B bomb site though is very difficult. Phelps has got to have a life game moment from that single door, and it's only one. Henny playing this clutch very passive. Not sure he's even playing it like he can win it. Stuck in controls, tucked away in the corner. Good for 1. Gets a second, but eventually too many angles to deal with. And the 1v4 will not happen from that one corner. So, second round for Elevate. Red Canids still leading massively here on T-side Nuke.
Still in a position of power here. Get one last buy-in. See if they can't close out the half with even more confidence and look for double digits at this point. That'd be a great way to build up some steam here. I'm gonna try and meet Desh's op with an op of Penny. Not too happy with what happened last round.
So we got a slow round here from Red Canids, and they take an outside. Pause. Dash just swings, pops an off shot, and Phelps is down. Very slow, passive, out of utility here for Red Canids, I should add. Everyone's out of utility. This is straight gunfights. This is Navi-esque Counter-Strike. But instead of simple and electronic entering the sites, it's Venom Zera and Cold Zera.
Gonna scale in here. Two.
They
Missed
them all.
Molotov that actually stops their progression. And it goes about as well as you'd imagine it right there. So a complete shutdown from Elevate as they end off the half with 3 here. We'll see what they can do after a quick break.
Days gone, I won't waste another one. Oh, that darkness, it won't set me back again.
And Red Canids looking a lot more like themselves, with the exception of Desh farming them outside. Just for 2 rounds, though. And that only gets Elevate 3 on the half. Red Canids with a massive advantage and looking good for their first map as a team. I'm fine. Job by Colt Action and McCann Ruby could be over quick with a pistol. Let's see if Colt Terror wants to do that for us.
Definitely wants to find some fights towards that outer yard, just not able to win said duels. They set up well for the rest of the team to collapse in on his CT side as well. Venom Zera Does offer up some relief. Still a set of dual Berettas on this A side as well. Nice and up close, though he does get cleared by Zeddy, and that will do it. That'll be the last point of contact they need to win.
Venom's
They're
there.
in. And he's quickly dealt with.
I was about to say, he's got this in the bag. Come on. No, erased. So, we extend play. How real will it be? Are we going to see another situation? I think Elevate just had their money completely screwed the whole half. It was only when Dash finally got working with the AWP outside did things go right for Elevate.
Continue to work towards that outer yard. We got Venom's there popping some shots off, but the 4 players around him are all down in for secret.
Hello. Oh, just get his leg shot up from underneath. What a flashbang follow-up as well. They're on for the win. They've gotten 3 uncontested. This is more like it from Red Canids. They come through with some excellent utility, some excellent team play. It's a 2v5. And the HP is low, but I guess I could say that for everyone. This round is not done. Oh my goodness, this is finally the stuff you want to see from Red Canids in this kind of round. Oh, and Zeddy looks away, he's getting whittled. More players chasing him down, he's in a corner. Short does deal with Venom Zera. Both players grouped together, but they're literally in T-spawn with 40 seconds left, Cole. But the kills are being fed to them. A dink out of Cold Zera. On off angle, they're saving.
No way. Oh, they're running into spawn.
No way.
Crazy.
I mean, it's understandable you don't want to hand any more guns than you already have.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to give over the weapons, but there is some to be retrieved towards that outside. I mean, yeah, you're going to see Annie and Isaac go on a route now that they know the round is over. A huge shock. As you said, that's exactly what you need to see. That's what you want to see out of Red Canids. Showing some creativity and some innovation on this map here. 4 players walking through secret. 1 amazing flashbang from Venom Zera, who was so low towards that big garage position. Perfectly lands in the face of Elevate. And the round just blows up in their face from that point forward. Not recoverable. So saved had to be called.
Ooh, he's in transition. He saw a bit more than he wanted to. It's Henny, though. Dude, this guy should stop using a scope. He's got these rifles down pat. He just sniped a guy with a Galil across the map.
Yeah, his rifles have been incredible. Aim's super sharp in that department. Some space, some serious space given over right now from Phelps. No jump spotting.
Oh, here's the boost. Hello. Doesn't die, though. Dodges the bullets just barely. Diozera, though, finds Nizen, and that means we're going up the vents, surely here. Diozera with another headshot angle. But Cold Zera does swing, and the coverage is not there. Instead, it's a lineup for Cold. Slams them in the freezer. Dash. Just getting barraged with grenades and trying to pick up the bomb. Probably busy looking at his minimap. Cold Zera there with 4. And trying to hammer in the nail on this map.
Yeah, I mean, excellent work right there from coldzera. As you highlighted, it's definitely a play to go up the vents. But the issue with going up the vents is it leaves you in a very exposed position, one that coldzera fully capitalizes on, and all he has to do is just hold one, bounce one at that vent, and he'll find some kills right there. So well handled from Canids after it could have been a little chaotic. We still get those force buys here to elevate. Not interested in conceding anything over to the squad.
Oh, Zeddy makes it down the vents.
Wow.
So win in that regard, but Venom Zera has to be beaten down on the lower side. He's run out of ammo though, so things are getting weird.
Phelps
But
just chased him.
there's no way. He just dropped down the vent, and dude, he's just running out of. Phelps' max confidence has been hit. And this round is over, and this game is probably over. Red Canids have finally awoken. This is the kind of scorelines we're expecting out of this team.
And you see, all Phelps had to do is just run at them. Hold W. So, brought in to apply some of coldzera's philosophies, and he does just that in that last round. Like you said, just confidence maxed out right there. But probably needed to chase down those kills, otherwise it could have been a very awkward 3v4 post plant. And these are the expected results out of a team with names like this.
Oh, Phelps! Hello there! Here's the whole team. He's out of ammo, so he's dead. Dude, Phelps is just doing whatever he
play,
wants.
bro.
He just
Insane.
does whatever he wants.
It looked like they had, like, seen each other as well. Hi, Phelps. Wait, you're not my teammate. It's just ridiculous. And now, set up well to close this round out. Venom Zera strikes a little early. He's gonna have a tough time running away. They're quick on his heels. Yeah, he's just so gone.
What? Venom Zera's not been having a good time on the low site. And Zera down to that play. Henny fires an off shot. Oh, he nearly traced him through the smoke there. We are looking at a save here. Oh, now surely that doesn't draw you back in. I'm a bit disappointed, but Henny down to 10, I guess. He better run. He could die to the bomb.
You gotta get far, far away. So when you call this save, you gotta call it early. Get
You could just,
CT spawn.
you know, prevent the bomb from exploding. That's a pretty good way to survive. I'm not gonna lie. As
Diffuse.
if you die to the bomb a lot, have you ever thought about defusing the bomb? Like, I don't think James has ever thought of that. Like, gotta get far away from the bomb.
I mean, if you're not a, you know, if you're not part of the bomb squad, if you're not an expert, not a bad idea. I mean, I would be in a similar mindset if I was around a bomb. Be running far away.
Well, leave that to the heroes of society. I am a coward. Oh, need to break the smoke. Henny, this is a
A
freebie.
little too deep.
Oh,
A little too much sauce in that thing.
Henny, there's no backboard to the ball. It's not gonna bounce back into the smoke. This ain't basketball. This is Counter-Strike.
Just lower rotates. I need to get there in time.
There we go. Oh, and reading the boost. Oh, Phelps just says, I'm not even gonna jump spot this anymore. Of course, you gotta be afraid of the vent walk. So Phelps is just gonna play inside of the single door.
He's getting that second rotate as well.
Slow clear. Flashbang, that sails right past the angle, but Dio0, what an entry. The elevator into that low site. You do have that second rotate for Venom Zera, and he gets the double. On his own, he's gone for 3. Venom Zera with the mechanics. And Red Canids still with the chance to win this game outright, but Dio0, he changes up his plant position for good reason, but Zeddy couldn't get his kill. Dio0, he got that first initial entry. Now he needs an ace clutch. It's not happening, and Red Canids, their first map underneath this banner for Nizen and Phelps is a dominant one. 13-5, they're on the board in ECL South America.
Yeah, and I would just say a necessary win for this team. Obviously, you can bounce back from an 0-4 start, but that's not something that they are interested in as an organization, as a team with such big names, you know, like Phelps and Cold Zera, with really great prospects like Venom Zera on this roster. There's just so much potential for this team, and finally seeing, you know, Venom Zera come into a massive game. That triple kill, just absolutely insane from the top of ramp, and an A1S as well. He's got 20 bullets. He spammed like half his clip straight through a smoke for his first kill in that play, so limited ammo left and manages to find 2 more kills. That's the sort of efficiency though that you get out of Venom Zera. That's the reason you know, we come into 2025 still talking about him like he is a hot prospect, because he has that sort of potential to unleash at any given moment.
Yeah, it's a shame on CT side. He kind of has to play those anchor roles. I'm not going to lie. I feel like he was more activated. You could see that get leveraged more often, but was in the right position for a nice triple kill on that B-side defense, and that's exactly what you want out of him. Star player stuff right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just what you look for when it comes down to it. I mean, that's a sort of efficiency, and like you said, you could trust him in a little bit more of active positions, maybe fighting in towards the outer yard, but I do feel like there's an interesting amount of like comfort in his like his like anchoring, where it's just maybe something that either A, he's comfortable with, or B, he's willing to sacrifice for other players to get more active. And I think maybe it's the latter, given that he's a younger player on a team now at this point with a lot of older guys that he probably looks up to. But definitely you can see when he's given the chance there, like that last round, that he has shown up in full effect.
Yeah, I mean, we could check into our Kadiga player to watch for the night as well, as Cold Zera didn't really deliver on map number 1, had some opportunities, and map number 2 also kind of took a step back as well for tonight. I think he only hung around 60 ADR, still went positive in terms of the KD ratio, but it was Venom Zera, especially on that T side. I think he got like 15 kills in that particular half, and then delivers a triple kill towards the end. That's definitely the star of the show. Definitely the player that Red Canids can still lean on for their big victories, and we'll be excited to see some more out of Venom Zera.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. I mean, I'm also looking forward to this Red Canids bounce back here in the ECL season. Want to see this team be another playoff roster. A roster that obviously is going to gun for a title. I feel like that's kind of the position that they're in, the position that this organization trusts themselves with. So being able to pick up some victories and right the ship is a big deal. And getting this win today, at least being able to split up the series after a pretty tough day yesterday, is a big deal. Or rather 2 days ago when they opened up ECL. But yeah, it's a good turning point here. And again, on Nuke, they just looked really good. I think they looked a lot more cohesive in the way that they played out those T sides. Had some great executes, and I didn't have as much to complain about there for sure. They had a lot of successful takes.
Yeah, and well, we're looking to get ready and close out for the night, at least for South America, though, because Cole, we're back on for NA in just about an hour as well. So we're going to go ahead and send this one off for just a little bit. We'll be back here on ESL CS for North American Counter-Strike. NRG is going to be here on the stream, so don't miss that one. We'll be back in just a bit.
Think you've seen it all? With Faceit Watch's Point of View Selector, you can experience the game from any pro's perspective. Use the multi-view feature and customize the stream with up to 4 angles. Control what points you see while earning rewards. Drops are activated and lucky winners will receive Faceit points. And if you ever miss a match, VODs are now available. Get instant access to demos with multiple POVs and commentary. Watch it, control it, face it.
escape. Take me back to you. Just shake the ground. Oh, this lightness, it will fill the air around. Oh, I'm not a sleeper.